Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danny Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello, we're back. Day 2 for the Country Kickback start of the year. How's your day been? Let me know where you've been and what you've been up to. We're about to have a chat with Cassie from Darlinghurst. They've got a new single out and some Golden Guitar nominations and all sorts of things that we'd like to have a talk about. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll try and get to them for you. We might welcome Cassie into the room. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now we're back into it. It feels a bit more normal.
That's true.
Almost.
Yes. A nice touch of normality would be great.
Yes, it would. I know you were saying earlier you've been working all day, so thank you for jumping on and
that's okay. That's
in.
Fine. That's reality these days. You got to balance both. You
got to take the work when it's there. You're not getting
That's right.
Oh.
That's exactly right.
You guys, it's funny because I had an artist on last night and I get so many different comments of some people have found it really easy to release things during the COVID time and others haven't. But you guys have actually been pretty busy with single releases and things throughout this time. How have you guys managed to do that? Because none of you live together and it must have been really hard.
Yeah, look, lots of Zoom writing and running back and forth when we could. So as soon as, we had the opportunity or the doors would open for a little bit and we could see each other for, even if it was a week or 2 weeks, we'd just utilize whatever time we had and we'd get together. And plus we'd also recorded a lot of other stuff too that hadn't actually come out yet. So there was an advantage there. We haven't been that super at it, but
just worked out good timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Your new single, Unforgettable, came out on Friday, I think the 28th, wasn't it?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
It's great to hear. I love that you guys are all taking different songs and doing your own things with them. So it's really exciting. Tell us about that one. Was that one you had recorded pre-COVID or is that when?
Yeah, we had done most of it and not pre-COVID. We had to finish a bit of it during that period. But like I said, we did that generally when, the doors would open for however long they would. I'd go down to Melbourne and jump in the studio and try and record or get all the bits that we needed to get done. But it's a song that we'd had in the bank for a little bit. So it wasn't completely written through COVID.
Okay, it's a bit of both.
Yes,
how's
exactly.
it been? I know it's only just come out. How's the response been so far to Unforgettable, the single?
Look, I think so far great. This is only the second interview I've done. A few of the other guys have done a few as well. But from all things, radio wise and the way it's being recepted on Spotify playlists and things like that, it seems like it's doing pretty well. But you never know. But I love the song. I'm really proud of this one. So.
I do too. It's easy listening. It's a great song. The tune catches you, so it sort of draws you in, which is really exciting.
Yes.
But before you release this song, and actually you guys got nominated for 3 Golden Guitars. Have I got that right?
That's right.
3 Golden Guitars, and you would already have the answers to how that went by now. But it's been rescheduled. But how are you guys feeling? All these nominations coming through, and you guys were 4th. Top selling album, weren't you as well?
Yeah, that's right, on the ARIA charts, which was pretty incredible. And the Golden Guitars being nominated is unbelievable. I think everyone, I'm not the only person, was a little disappointed that obviously Tamworth didn't go ahead, but at least it's been postponed. It hasn't been pushed back to next year. So
it just must be hard for all of you guys being nominated, and it's now another few months before you have the answer.
Well, we didn't make it last year either, and obviously it was a sort of, I guess, melted down version of Tamworth, but we didn't make it either the following, like the previous year. So I think most people just want to get there. We just want to get back to actually getting out there and performing, because for some of us it was going to be a chance to get back and do that
Yes.
consistently for, the last couple of years. So the Golden Guitar nominations, is just an absolute cherry on top to be nominated. But I think everyone was just itching to get back and perform.
Yeah. Well, the last time I went to Tamworth was when I met up with you guys and we did an interview in the garden.
Yes, we did.
Literally sitting in the garden.
I remember that.
Yeah. So we're all in that sort of same. I remember it feels like a long time ago, but it also doesn't. It's funny, but it was just looking forward to this year, and it was just not going to happen for us with April. And
Well, we'll see each other hopefully in April. Are you going to be there or?
I'm going to wait and see. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will be hopefully getting around fairly soon, all that sort of time. Yeah.
Perfect.
So you guys rescheduled any shows yet for that week?
Yeah. So we've already rescheduled. We've got we're performing at the Golden Guitars, which will be awesome. We can't do the Kicks live show because we're actually in Melbourne at the Gippsland Festival on that Saturday. So, and that again was just one of those things being moved. I think says other bands and stuff are the same. Things have just clashed. So we couldn't really get out of that because we'd already committed to it. We've got the 50th anniversary show, which is on the Thursday of that week. We're doing a double header with Hinterland as well. So yeah, we've got it. I mean, I think most people, because it's kind of, even though it's been postponed to April, it's also been squeezed down a little. It's not like the normal 10 days. So I think people are going to hit the ground running as soon as Monday starts. I think people have just got stuff going on left, right, and centre. So it'll be a whirlwind, but it'll be great.
Yeah, it will be. And Tamworth is normally so busy that you're just going from one show to the next. It's going to be double what we normally do.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm already tired just thinking about it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But hey, I'm excited. I'm not going to complain.
We can do it. It'll happen. We'll make this happen. Yes,
that's it.
I meant to catch up with you the weekend just gone as well. You guys were coming down to Tassie, which is really exciting. And I know that you're talking about rescheduling that, and we'll be able to let people know once that's all done. Have you got any other shows that are booked at the moment that haven't been rescheduled or postponed?
Not really. February's become quite quiet. Obviously, like you said, we're supposed to be in Tassie at Bannockburn, so that's been moved to May. We've got a couple of other shows that we had booked in that have all been moved. Some have been moved to 2023 too. So March starts to sort of, I know, March starts to pick up again though. And I'm hoping that once, it's just so fickle at the moment. The industry is so up and down that, you kind of don't know when you're coming and going at the moment. Yeah. So I'm hoping though by March, April, the world will open up and we're just going to have to get on with it because, another year of this will just be devastating.
Exactly. Let's hope. There's lots of people popping in to say hi. So I know there's lots of comments. So I hope I don't miss any. Michelle, I had a chat to Michelle on Country Kickback last night. We had a lovely night. She said to say
Michelle.
Hi. And Karen has popped in saying hi.
Yay.
Dave is there. He's saying hi as well.
Oh, awesome. It's so nice to see.
Yes.
It's so nice to see all the names.
It is. And I know I saw Dave has just gone back into his radio program. So another platform for people to hear, which is really exciting. And Karen said that she might have to travel to Victoria and Tassie for your gigs.
Please.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When we know the dates, I'll make sure I message you, Karen. That's really, really exciting, actually, to think Tassie and Victoria, that you're coming down. So what else have you guys got planned music-wise? You've got more releases coming. Is there still plans in place?
Yeah, absolutely. So after releasing this song, Unforgettable, we've got, we're hoping to release our I guess the one song that never has gone onto Spotify, but it is on our album Hangman. So we're hoping to release that. We're still writing. We're in the process of getting more of our songs up to speed to get ready for a second album. Our plan really is to get out and gig as much as we possibly can. And, we're still relatively new because, we started at a time when COVID kind of just hit. So we still have so much more to give and so much more time to get out and play, and to establish ourselves here in our own country is the most important. And obviously it would be great thing to work towards getting to Nashville. That would be a huge goal, and that's something that we're striving for. But I guess, you know, time will tell.
And it's pretty crazy when you think like you guys did. You started just before COVID hit, and you hit the ground running then, and everyone was really embracing what you were doing. But we've had 2 years where everything's been stopped and changed and put on hold, and you guys have still got 3 nominations for Golden Guitars and Aria, 4th selling album. You guys have just gone crazy, and you've been restricted. So I think it's pretty exciting to think what you guys are going to do when we get back into it normally.
Yeah, I hope it's still received just as well. It'll be pretty horrible if it goes the other way once we're actually out performing. So
Oh, it's okay. Well, you can always go back to behind the screen.
well, that's right. That's exactly right.
Oh dear. Pagan's just dropped in. She's saying hi. So I don't know where you're watching
Katie.
from, but hello.
She probably should have done the interview. She would have been better. She would have been dressed nicely from work. I've just gotten home. This is me doing my optometry vibes, you know, the glasses and.
As I was saying before, no one knows what I've got on my bleach stained trackies.
Black t-shirt.
Yeah. That's the thing I'm going to miss when we do go back to normal, when we have to actually fully get dressed up. That's going to be hard.
We did a show for Australia Day, and it was outdoors and it was so hot, and we did our film clip that day and recorded some other stuff. So we just, like I said, when the days open up or when the moments open up, we try and squeeze as much as we possibly can. And we literally started at like 9 o'clock in the morning and went through until like I think midnight that night. But same sort of thing. You get so used to being able to just chuck a bit of lippy on and maybe put some sunnies on or something like that, you know, and the whole Zoom thing, you don't even have to stress too much. You just have to dress from the waist up, you know. So
and only the eyes. You've got your mask. You don't have to do all of them.
So with doing live gigs, with doing live gigs and having to actually make the effort to dress up, you think, wow, we're gonna have to get better at this.
It's going to be hard. That is what we're going to have to get used to. And playing for, you know, normal full sets, not just sort of quick ones.
That's right.
Not
1 or 2 songs. Getting what you call match fit or gig fit again is a true thing. Very much so.
And we've got some more messages coming in. I can't quite read them. So Dave said he's getting the 4 of you together was difficult in these conditions, and yes, it is. And getting 4 people on Zoom and trying to the delay and the talking, it is difficult when you've got quite a few. So you guys
absolutely, and I think too, you know, we all love to sort of banter with each other and bounce off one another. So, you know, when we're doing interviews and things like this, the reality is we would love to actually do it all together. That would be ideal. But just like David said, unfortunately, you just have to run with the gauntlet, and we all don't live around the corner from each other. So me especially. It's just incredible you guys can get together to practice anytime, let alone in the one place for, you know, a 10-minute interview. That's a lot of traveling to do just for, you know, that 10 minutes. So and look, none of us would care. I mean, if we're all together, we'll do it. Or if we were around the corner from each other, we'd do it in a heartbeat. It doesn't bother us. But you know, it's not just like I live in Echuca or Moama on the other side of the bridge, so New South Wales. But you know, it's a 2.5 to 3 hour, you know, drive to Pagan's house. From Pagan's house, it's probably a 2-hour drive to Matt's, because he lives on the other side of Victoria in Macrae or Rosebud, so down the Mornington Peninsula. And then you've got Jason, who's in the eastern suburbs, like Officer and Berwick. So between all of us, it's so funny when you talk to it, because everyone's just like, how did that happen? And to be honest, we didn't all live where we do now. We actually lived a lot closer. So it is what it is.
It is, and it's still working. You're still making it happen. Karen has probably, she said that her whole wardrobe has become artist merchandise, trying to feel like you're at gigs.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of merchandise, while we're on the subject, what can we get from you guys, and where can we get it from?
Well, you can get it on our website or jump on Facebook. But yeah, you can get T-shirts and stubby holders. Our album is probably what we're wanting to sell the most. But I think most of the people that are on already have probably 1 or even 2 copies of it. We've still got our acoustic EP that you can get as well. So yeah, just drop us a line if you're interested. Email us if you've got our email address. If you don't, jump on our website and that will that you can order anything from there as well. So, you know,
Perfect.
all of that sort of stuff definitely helps, but we also appreciate that people are not financially in positions to be paying for things either. So
Yeah.
I think majority of us would prefer you to go or up to one.
Oh, I think I've lost you. Are you there? No, we've just cut out for a second. Yep, I think I've got you back. You just dropped out for a second.
I'm still
there.
here.
You're still there. There's lots of people saying that they have your albums and they're going to get your T-shirts.
I'm
and
still
you're
here.
starting to call it as well. So I think that's exciting for people to be able to have the option to do that. And if, as you said, if they can afford it, it's something, you know, keeps us feeling like we've been at a live show as well. And Pagan has just popped up. The darlinghurstband.com is the website for you guys to jump on and order anything you want to order. Are you still there? Can you still hear me? Yes, wonderful. So I guess
I'm still
before
here.
we go, we must be getting. Our time always goes so quick when I'm with you guys. I have so many things that I want to talk about. So before we go, you've got some rescheduled shows coming up. You've got rescheduled shows coming up, but you did say about the festival that you're going to that's on at Tamworth the same time. What festival is that, and can people still get tickets to go to that one if they're nearby?
Yeah, so that's the Gippsland Country Music Festival, and that's on that Saturday. So I think the 23rd is when we've got the Golden Guitars, which I think falls on the Wednesday, the 23rd. So I think it's the 20th. I'm shaking will pop up soon, but I'll send you that stuff, Jenny, so you do that. It's the Country Music Festival, and you can get tickets online, and we'll be there. So that unfortunately clashes with one show that we were supposed to do, but it's okay.
You can't do it all. We can't do it all. And I don't think that there was never going to be a date or a time that they picked that wasn't going to clash with something. They just had to do their best to try and fit it in. It's just great that they've all put the time in to reschedule.
Absolutely. And I think that's why, and I think that's why, you know, the Golden Guitars have fallen midweek, because chances are more people were going to have bookings on the weekend. So it was probably a good move on their behalf too.
I think they've really thought this through, which is, you know, they're all, you know, most of them aren't getting paid. They're all doing the same as all of us, just trying to make it happen. So I think, they've done a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
Just try to fix it. Karen said that she might miss Tamworth because it's been moved, because she's hoping to go to Japan. Everything going well, but January, when you're in Japan, you've only got a few more months till the next January. So that's the exciting thing. There's going to be 2 Tamworths.
That's
so much
true.
closer
That
together.
is true. Yeah.
The Tamworth Blues, when you come home with the post-festival blues, it's not as bad this time. We don't have to wait 12 months between. So
that's exactly right. We'll back to Bar and Blues Fest before we Tamworth. So we'll be up there with Camel doing the shows with them, and we're just waiting on the 15th and 16th of April to be told exactly where we're going to be playing. But we'll head from Byron Bay to Tamworth, so we'll have a couple of weeks.
That's exciting. So that one, what's the dates for the Byron Bay one?
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost you again.
So the Byron Bay will be the 13th. Or I can hear you.
I've got you back now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. You're back.
You got me?
Yes. I think it's still, no, we're still having a bit of trouble.
Back. So the Byron Bay Blues. No,
that's all right. We've lost reception, but before we do go, guys, remember to, if you haven't already heard Darlinghurst's new single Unforgettable, jump over and have a listen when we finish, because it is a lot of fun. It's a great song. I know that you have probably all listened to it, but let us know in the comments what you think, and even what's the favorite song they've released so far. Let us know. We'll be possibly back later in the week. I'll pop it up on the page for you guys to have a look at. once I get all the time confirmed. But I've also got a couple of shows booked in for next week. So I'll let you know as soon as they're confirmed. We'll pop them on the page so you can see and press the get reminder button when it's up. So thank you guys for joining. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.